Hello everyone and welcome on the first episode on analyzing your Gigas gameplay. So this might be a little bit of a beta episode because I'm not entirely sure how I will cover this. I actually recorded it already and I've noticed a trend, and maybe this is a very shitty trend, but it took a long time recording it, as in I covered maybe a little bit too much, but maybe you know me already and this is not new for me. I love to go very in depth on the replays or on analysis from Gigas if we're talking about the gameplay. So, disclaimer, if you don't like the slow but very in depth kind of method I'm doing right now, or I did a couple of videos ago, this might not be for you. But to be honest, I would recommend still watching it because maybe you will learn a couple of things per situation if you're, kind of new, or if you really ask yourself what am I supposed to do here, right? So this first episode goes all the way to Watchman. That's the Gigas player that recommended me this whole idea to analyze your Gigas gameplay. So again, thanks a lot for your idea, and yeah, thanks man, shout outs. So that's why the first episode will be his replay, and I hope you'll like it. And if you want to see your own replay, just hit me on Gmail. I'll put it on the screen right now for you. I'll also put it in the description. So that will be it. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first replay here would be Watchman himself, the guy that recommended this whole idea to coach or help your Gigas gameplay, or Gigas as well. So again, shout outs to Watchman. If you want to be in the next episode of your own Gigas analysis, just hit me up on Gmail. I'll put it again on the screen. It's also on my description. And let's get right into it. Okay, let me just skip this. You don't have to see this. Okay, so it's against the Lee player. Alright, letting the intro rock. Okay, let me start here, because it is quite important to let you guys know this as well. What Lee, the character is, what is his strength, what's the weaknesses here, and for a Gigas player, what's effective against the Gigas as a Lee player. So let me explain a couple of things before we begin. Lee is very strong in keep out with his back 4. He has great high crush tools. He has quick pokes, like down forward 1. Magic 4 is also very strong. So for a Gigas player who he has a couple of high options, like forward 1+2 counter hit tool is very strong, but like I said, Lee crushes high quite easily. This might be a tough matchup to face against as a Gigas. He also has full crouch down forward 4 as a very strong low. He also has the slide, which is also full crouch. So you do have some mids that can cover the duck attempts and crouch attempts and full crouch attempts, but it is quite slow as well. Like your standing 3 is a little bit slow on the slower side, 15 frames. Your 4 is 17 frames. You do have down forward 3 1+2, which is a strong option to counter hit it. But enough rambling, let's get into this. Alright, going for the down jab. Alright, closing in the space, being plus, not committing for the high there, which is very good to see because it's risky, you can duck it. Here I see something wrong though, and I'm sorry if I'm a Nazi right now. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit too much of this, but I'm going to try. I'm going to help you as much as I can. So he did Hitman 2 here, which is minus 13, and you went for the down back 2 here. Maybe it was smarter to punish it with your 10 frame. Maybe you didn't know. It's no problem at all. No one knows all the characters, matchups, and the frames, but for this one, I will let you know it's minus 13. So if you see this the next time you face a Lee, now you can say, oh, I can punish this because this is minus 13. You know what I have? A 10 frame that knocks down. So that's something you can, let that sink in for the next time you see a Lee doing this pretty cool move. It looks cool. Alright, so you went for down to grab. That's a very stable, strong option. So what happened here? Right, you got a knockdown, you closed the gap, but he just hop kicked. So what happened, and why did this happen? Your while running 2 is quite slow on startup. And this might be very frustrating to see because I got frustrated seeing this. Not for you, you know, you just tried your best, but Gigas, his wall running is just way too slow to close this big of a gap and go for the wall running too. So maybe for the next time, and that's something I do quite sometimes, is just run. Don't input the while running too. Just run and backdash. This might be very stupid to say, but it works like a charm. Just run, backdash. If you backdash here, you can see what the opponent does if his back is against the wall. If he does something stupid, you can whiff punish with down 2, or maybe forward 1 plus 2, or forward 2 for the wall splat. If he does nothing, then you can make the attempt to close the gap with a quick mid. It's not plus, but forward 2. It knocks down, it wall splats, it's very quick, it has huge reach. So maybe that's something for the next time you see this same scenario playing. Because now you got hop kick because you tried to get plus frames after knockdown, which is very legit, but it's a bit too slow for Gigas. So also disclaimer, I did not see this replay before. This is just on the go. This is raw live also for myself. But Lee players, if they hit forward 2-1 on block, it gives you this specific pushback. Lee players love this pushback because they can cover space with maybe a hop kick if you did something, or forward 3-3-3, you know, those rapid hit kicks into the screw. So also the last hit on 4-2-1, if you didn't know, is a high. And Gigas loves to while standing punish highs because he has strong options out of like while standing. With while standing 4-2, super strong, knocks down, big damage. While standing 3-2, same there, it's 50 frame, but good damage as well. Knocks down, wall splats. For quick highs, you can cover maybe while standing 1, gives you +5, decent damage. It's a shoulder, so it's unparryable for punch parries, so strong. And your last option is your while standing 3. It might be on the slower side, but if you know the high will come and it has quite some recovery frames on whiff, you can launch it. Alright, so what happens here? It's exactly what I said. So this is something I see quite sometimes if I face a Lee player. You know, they went for a 4-2-1 and then they know, okay, the pushback is so huge I can close the gap, or I can do something right after they block my 4-2-1, because it's maybe like -3, even -4. It's pretty safe on block and it gives huge pushback. And also you did down back 2 here. Let's see. Yeah, you did down back 2 here, and it didn't quite reach here. I'm not sure if it would reach if he didn't do a hop kick here. But so let's close this scenario off with my final summary like tips. My tip here would be create even more space. You know, just backdash if they hit the 4-2-1 on block if you didn't duck it on time, because it happens. It happens with me all the time. But just try to create space and see what they will do. If they do something stupid, you can whiff punish with 4-4-1 plus 2 because that has great reach. If they do something else, maybe you can close the gap with forward 4-2, you know, also very good whiff punish. Right. So this carries to the wall. Oh, he dropped it. Nice while standing punish. Okay, what happened here? And this is something I said in the beginning already, right? You hit him with the while standing 1 here. So now you're plus, right? You're +5, which is a lot of plus frame for Gigas to work with. Forward 1 plus 2 is a very strong option to do here, because if it counter hits, it does huge damage. It carries to the wall. It wall splats even if you're close enough. But it's a high. And again, Lee crushes high pretty easily. And what I mean with that, he can just do down 3 here, which he did. He literally did down 3 to crush your high and to steal your momentum. He can also go into crouch into a slide, or into crouch down forward 4. So he has this option to crush highs. And that is what happened here. So maybe for the next time, because he did a move here, for the next time, I can recommend you down forward 2. This string is one of my favorite string if we're talking about being plus, because you can hit confirm it on counter hit, it gives you a knockdown, it gives you a wall splat, and also decent damage. It's not huge damage, but it's, you know, acceptable damage. And again, I'm gonna repeat it, it's hit confirmable. So if you hear something, you can just say, oh, I hear, you know, audio cue. Oh, he said something, now I can commit to the one. And here, I think you would get those side wall splat for like a side wall combo or easy wall ender. So maybe for the next time, consider down for 2-1 as an option if you're plus. Goes for the Hitman 4. Ooh, that's quite risky to do. So about his rage drive, right? Because you got hit here because you did your rage drive. I always do my rage drive. This is something I do personally. I do it when I'm at a good distance that they won't close the gap with a move, or if I block something and I know they won't do something after they see that I blocked their move, because he did 4-2-1 here. So let's reconstruct this scenario. If he did 4-2-1 on block here, he might do a hop kick or 4-2-1 again. What I would do here is, if he did 4-2-1 and I blocked it, I would backdash or let him whiff something. Then you have two options. You can whiff punish it, or you can commit to the rage drive. And what happened here is you had, you know, you didn't have enough space to activate your rage drive because it has some startup frames. It's not instant. It has a couple of frames to start up. Because here you can see it. You already did it here. Well, nice. I love this screen. You did it here, but as you can see, he just continues the move. It does not tremble in the first frame. It trembles in like the 6th or 7th frame even. It's not instant. Okay, this is the first round. Down jab, okay. Creating space. Nice 4-4-2, closing the gap. Down by 2, hitting grounded. Same here. If you're plus, after a while running, forward 1+2 is a very strong option against some matchups, and of course not everyone plays the same. You can also face a lead player that might do magic 4 here, so that will work. But again, they tend to crouch because they have strong crouch options. They also have like a I'm not sure if it is while standing, the flip kick from while standing, right? It kind of looks like Law's flip kick. You can also do that from while standing, so that's why they love to be in crouch at moments, or they high crush pretty easily. So again, here you can do down for 2-1, but this was not a counter hit because he just ducked. But you can also do down for 3-1. You can also do down for 1 as its own. You can even do down for 4, and that gives you like +4 on normal hit. On counter hit even +8 with a different animation. So yeah, keep that in consideration. If you're plus, don't always go for forward 1+2. Just try mids, because it covers ducking opponents. You can stagger your string, you know, doing down for 2 into a low, doing down for 2 in the extension if they try to interrupt, doing down for 2 into nothing, you know, down for 2 into backdash, down for 2 into power crush. So you have your options there, and with power crush I mean down 3+4. So he hit you with a while standing, nice, with a 4-4-3 as ender, plus, oh, he did a hop kick because he didn't respect, or he knew you would go for the back 1+2 because you did it in the previous round as well. This same sequence, so maybe he even knew that you would do the back 1+2. Again, same rule applies here. You can always check with down for 2-1 because now it would be a counter hit, so you would get a counter hit knockdown with good damage, great positioning. You could even do down for 3 1+2, but that's quite risky because again, down for 3-1 on its own is -16, aka launch punishable. Or, you know, you can cover it up with the extension, but that's high. So, you know, it's an option. It's an option. Because that will counter hit launch them here. Also, the last one, and then I'll stop here. What you could try, but that's also a high option. After a while running here, forward 2. 4-2 is 16 frames. It counter hit launches as well, but again, it's a high. But if you know the opponent tries to magic 4, or maybe like if you face a Kazumi player, you know, they tend to do a magic 4 or jab interruptions or stuff like that, or Fang, you know, they love to do something like that, you know, back 1, the talk to the hand. You can maybe interrupt it with 4-2 and counter hit launch as well. Alright. Alright, going to the wall. Drop the combo. Down by 2. Well, that's quite risky extension there. Because if I'm not mistaken, they can actually quick roll the second hit of your excavator. The down for 1+2. So maybe you know already, but the optimal thing to do here is down back 2 into down back 1+2. A micro dash into down back 1+2. But you also have simpler options like just a dash into the opponent to back 1+2 or dash into back 4. Those are the easiest option for what I know. At moments I use them as well because maybe I'm not confident, you know, I have to finish the round now or else I am fucked. That's why I'll go for back 1 or back 4. Ooh, that's what I said before. It can whiff if they quick roll. You try to slide. You went for the high. So, also here, it's quite risky to go for the high, right? But it might be also risky to go for the mid. In some character matchups, Lee can actually punch parry this. You know, the come on, he can punch parry this. But what I would recommend here, and that's something I like to do as well out of the rage drive, is delay this option. Or not this specific option, but delay. Just let Gigas walk a couple of steps. Then you can see if they walk back or they duck. And this might be hard to do, but you can try training yourself and reacting the opponent's reaction there. So you can counter react on his duck or his walking back. And also if you see them ducking, because of the delay might fuck up their timing and make them stand normally again. You know, from, you know, if they crouch, maybe they're like, oh wait, he did nothing, let me stand up normally. And then you can hit them with an extra delayed damage from your unblockable high. That happens quite often, even in higher ranks. Right, potential final round for Lee, 2-0. Ooh, went for the knee, but you didn't punish. That is -13 here. I love the movement. Yeah, as you can see there, you went for down back 3. It's quick on the eye. I know it's not easy to punish everything you see, but it is very good for Gigas to punish everything you can punish. You know, this is a free knockdown here you missed. This is free damage you missed here. And again, it's, you know, it might be very tough for you to react on specific moves like his hop kick maybe, but maybe a tip then, you can go into practice mode. You can see for yourself what is unsafe, because we do have frame data right now in the game as well. And if you don't, you can go to RB Norway and reconstruct the scenarios where you see yourself not punishing a move. You know, this hop kick is clearly -13, and try to memorize it in your mind. You know, it might be muscle memory here what you're missing, because not everyone has it, and that's very respectable, because even top players have some matchups they don't know. But for yourself, you can try that out for the next time you face a Lee, because Lee is quite there online. But it's rare, so that's why maybe it's tough for you to react on this. Okay, down back 3. Oh, down 2, okay, out of the open. Oof. Nice wall carry. Good damage. Good. Ooh, went for the grab there. Okay. 2 things I saw here. You went here for the grab, which is very good if we're talking about the opponent quick rolling to the left and right. But this Lee tends to stay on the ground. I saw this in the previous rounds. So what you could do here, couple options. You can go for 4. Standing 4, just standing 4. Why I say this? Because I know standing 4 whiffs on opponents that stay on the ground. But if they did a wake up attack, you will hit all the wake up attacks. stand up low kick, counter hit wall splat. Wake up mid kick, counter hit wall splat. Spring kick, just hits. It's not a clean wall splat, but it hits the attempt to spring kick. Toe kick, you can even hit that online, because offline you have a couple of start frames that the toe kick will beat the 4, but if they're a little bit too late on the toe kick, which happens quite often online, you'll even counter hit the toe kick. Another option I have here is, if you really know as a hard read that they will stay on the ground, you can try back 1 to flip them off the ground. You can also try down back 1 +2, but that's quite risky because it's slow, you know, and can also, and if that whiffs, my god, you're minus a trillion. So maybe back 1 on a hard read, but for all the other options, just try and use 4, standing 4. And this is also, by the way, minus 12, so you could punish here with the 10 frame. Then you will have the wall splat here and a wall ender. Maybe he would almost die. I think he would live with like maybe 10 HP. But you went for back 2, which is also good here. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry if this is taking too long, but that's what I meant with I will go in depth for everything I see here. So you did the walk up into the mid option, right? This is minus 3. If the lead did down forward 1 here, you will lose your turn and he's +6. So this is quite risky to do. Maybe down jabbing is very strong if you hard read the opponent doing a high, like Lee. You know, Lee can do magic 4 here. He can do the jab string, the 2-2-3. But if you did down for 1, you would lose your turn. He's +6 now. He has pretty strong options after being plus, like magic 4 again. So keep that in consideration. What I love doing after hitting the 1 option after block here is backdashing a little bit and wait and see what the opponent does here, because let's reconstruct this. If he did 4-2-1 against me and I backdashed, I had enough time to react on the 4-2-1 and duck the second hit, or even power crush the second hit if I want to be very cool. So keep that in consideration. Alright. That's the same thing happened previously. Here. You know, 4-2-1 on block. You did down back 2, didn't reach, and he hop kicked it. Already helped you with that. He dropped the combo. Okay, maybe you didn't know here, but this string is a 10 frame string. Comes from 2 to 3. And it is high, mid, high. So you can actually duck the last hit, you can duck this here. If you just didn't press, maybe you did something here. But if you see the string, there's no reason to try to contest it, because this is just purely made for opponents that will try to interrupt. Just try and block the string and duck this, the last hit here. Oh, you went for the slide, but you said fuck the slide. Cool. Okay. This is minus 13. While sending 2-3 is minus 13, so you can punish with your 1-2. But you went for the 2 grab, which is also strong. It's good. Gives you a very good position as well. Ooh, while sending 3 hits. Drop the combo. Oh god, creating space. He tried going for the slide, but you said, yeah, fuck your slide, I'm going to run up down 3. I like it. I like it. Creating space. Okay, now this might be a little bit tough to do, but you could actually whiff punish this here. You're at the perfect position to go for the forward 1+2 and whiff punish. But again, this might be very hard on reaction, but you can always try and muscle memory this into your own game plan. Nice. You went for the wall running to close the gap. Nice knockdown. As you can see, Lee is really trying to keep you out with his keep out moves, you know, back 4, back 4 is also plus on block. So maybe what you can do here is get in a position and hit them with your forward 4-2, because it's very quick on the reach. It also has very good reach, and it gives you a knockdown. But I won't do it too much, you know, because back 4 can counter hit you out of it. Nice with punish, very good. 4-1+2 to the wall, not a very good one, but we'll take it. Okay, flip up, down back 2. The same thing happened there. 4-2-1. He did it again. This is plus. Oh, nice. Okay, I got hyped there because I saw adjustment, and I love adjustment. You did not do something after 4-2-1 hits on block. Matter of fact, you actually created space here. You created space, which is very nice to see. So here you can see he did the same. He did a hop kick setup. This is not even a setup. It's more like a habit. It's not a setup. I think this is a habit. Only you're not. I think you were like, oh shit, I did something cool, but you didn't react on it soon enough, so you didn't punish it. It's because you could have punished it here with down 2, 4 for 1+2. But it's already very good to see that you adjusted on the moment, and you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna press something. I'm just gonna create space, which is awesome to see. Very good, very nice. Committed for the second hit. Oh yeah, okay. So this here, what happened here is you went to this Lee on the ground, and I've checked 3 rounds already from this Lee, and he never quick rolled or quick stand up any option. He stayed on the ground. What you did here is super effective against opponents that will stand up quickly on the left or right side, but very risky against opponents that will wake up with something or stay on the ground, because back 2 just whiffs on the ground if they stay on the ground. And this whole wind-up animation counts as counter hit, which is super risky to do, because he hits you with a low here. Oh god, he hits you with a low here. He could have comboed with while standing 2-3 into like back 2 forward 4-1 as a basic combo, giving him very good position to be in, you know. Okay, strings forward. Okay, ooh, blazing kick hit his marks. Oh, this is a cool combo. Oh, and that will be the round. Alright. So I hope I helped you a little bit with this one. If you have any questions about this replay, just you can go ahead. I also have Discord if you want. You can contact me on Discord. You can leave a comment in the comment section below if you want. Because this is what I mean. This is already very long, and this is just one round. This is only one round, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do multiple per episode. That's why I made one part, and I'm going to continue maybe on other episodes with just one replay base, because I think this is good for the player that sent me this video, so he can integrate this in his own game plan. Yeah, that will be it for today.